still have a YouTube channel. Hello, my name is Jake, and welcome back to A Few Bricks Short. I know it's been a bit, but I'm here, and welcome to my living room. We're gonna try something a little bit different today. Hopefully this sounds okay. I don't have a lav mic yet, and I refuse to be one of those people that use a shotgun mic as a cardioid mic. So maybe I can use this Lego mic. So like many adult fans of Lego, my wife and I like to display our Lego. And we have quite a few things here in our living room, like the Great Wave right behind me, which is an excellent set and beautiful display piece. And up here we have the 3-in... Camera guy? Hey. Camera guy. Okay, guess I'll just have to stick to cuts. Anyway, up here is the 3-in-1 Viking ship. Not sure if we'll keep it here forever, but looks pretty fun for now. Up here we have the second build of the 3-in-1 White Rabbit, the Cockatoo. And over here are both of the 3-in-1 Exotic Parrots, as seen apparently in my best TikTok video for some reason. And then the Orchid and the 3-in-1 Retro Camera. And over here we have the Starry Night. Great stuff. So back over here under the TV, we have the Insect Collection and the newest botanicals, the Chrysanthemum and the Plum Blossom. And tucked in the back over here is the 3-in-1 Flowers and Watering Can. And over here is the awesome Tales of the Space Age. And then going this way is the... And over here is the newest thing to adorn these walls, the Macaw Parrots, which is what I want to talk about today. This is set 31211. Then the full set name is the Fauna Collection Macaw Parrots. This is an 18+ set in the art theme with 644 pieces, 0 stickers, 0 minifigures, and retails for $59.99. Clearly I have a lot of things up here I could talk about, but my eye keeps being drawn to this one lately, and I just love it. But Jake, you might say, that's because it's the newest thing. True, but I also just think it's really cool. And it's also not box shaped. All the other Lego things we have hanging on these walls are constrained to a rectangle, and these are pretty much the opposite. Clearly no rectangle, but they are mostly flat. They do have some depth, but nothing really like the Starry Night or the Wave. These builds actually use a lot of 1x bricks, long plates, and big slopes. This many of any of those doesn't seem to be as common of a thing lately, especially in adult sets, unless you're building big modular buildings. A lot of sets go with smaller and more specialized pieces now, and while I don't find that bad in any way personally, it made these a bit more interesting to build because of how much of an anomaly they are now. So each bird hangs on the wall with the special hanging element. There is no real other way to display these, unlike some of the more rectangular art sets. Those could probably sit on a desk or shelf without any modification, while these would end up just laying flat. I'm sure there's something someone could come up with to display them on a surface, as this is Lego, but that would be a very interesting task, especially given the size of the pink parrot. This was another set nicely split into multiple instruction manuals, this time one for each parrot. My wife and I usually take turns on single book builds, but this time we each took a parrot, and she took the pink one. The pink macaw is a bit more of a complex build than the yellow one, if that wasn't obvious. It looks like it recently left a perch and is about to fly away. The spread feathers are actually really nice looking. While some of the individual feathers are built the same, there is actually a good variety throughout. This made building more fun while also making the final look that much more interesting. Even the left and right sides in comparison are not mirrored, as you would normally expect to happen in a build like this. In fact, if you're facing it, the feathers on the right side are actually a little bit bigger than the left, simulating that one wing is a bit closer than the other. Very cool. The body and the head are built as one shape and sit right on top of the wings, to the great effect of definitely looking like a bird body. The yellow parrot was built to be perched on a branch. This pose gives them a larger body build. One wing is built and placed on top of the body with a couple of Technic pins. This parrot also has a long tail set behind the body. It's really cool how similar it looks to the pink macaw, even though they are doing very different actions. Like, it looks very feasible that this parrot could spread its wings and fly away and look like the pink one. It's a little hard for me to explain, but basically, they are designed to look like the same kind of parrot very well. The branch for the yellow macaw is made of angled Technic axle and pin connectors. It's a very common Technic element, but works well here, especially in orange. The branch is adorned in these round plant leaf elements and this newer leaf element released only last year. This is the first time both of these elements are in this light aqua color. Speaking of, there are 21 new recolors for the set. They were all existing elements before, but this is the first time they were in these colors. There are 7 in bright light yellow, 4 in bright pink, 3 in coral, 5 in dark turquoise, and 2 in the light aqua. With the total quantities of each, that's 165 of the 644 total pieces in new colors. That's cool. I'd say it was a great choice because the colors on both of these are awesome. Now looking at the price, 60 bucks is a little bit higher when comparing it to other sets similar to it, like the Tales of the Space Age. That one is an excellent price at 50 bucks for 688 pieces. The parrots have 644 pieces. But like we talked about, the parrots use a lot more larger elements, and there were a ton of recolors. Both of those take a lot more effort and money to produce. This is an excellent example of how the price to piece ratio is a good starting point and good for general observation, but can fall apart when nuance is involved. Some of this nuance, of course, is not obvious, but that's why there are people like myself and others here to tell you about it. All of that said, I would say 60 bucks for this is a fair price, and pretty much what you'd come to expect for any other art set of a similar size. I really do love this set. As I said before, I'll just be sitting on the couch, my eyes will get drawn back over to them. They're just so bright and colorful and cool looking, and they're just really neat to have on the walls. If you have any other LEGO art sets or any other theme hanging on your walls at home already, these would be an excellent addition. If you don't have any and are thinking about spicing up a wall, these would be a great place to start. They were a fun build, set up nicely to do with a friend or a partner if you wanted, and not too expensive for a great display piece. And that's all I had today. I'll be sure to be around more. I've had trouble working on stuff lately for some reason. I'm not certain why, but I'm working on it. So please let me know what you think. Please like the video if you had fun, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. And I will see you next time.